Smile Mickey, and like every Sunday, welcome to Come Follow Me in Quarantine Week 8. At first, when this started, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'll do like 3 weeks of videos, then quarantine will be over. But I think these videos are gonna be a lot longer than that, which is good because I'm getting a lot out of my Come Follow Me. But I have to admit, I had a hard time like finding the motivation to make the video this week. So at first I was reading through the lesson like on Wednesday, and I'm like, okay, this is a little repetitive. How can I make this week's message relevant? How can it relate to me? How can it relate to you guys? How am I going to do this? And then on Friday, well, this week's lesson became very relevant. If you follow my Facebook or Instagram, you'll know that Friday was a pretty tough day. I have a tumor in my upper thigh, and we thought it was just going to be a small, simple deal. We've been trying to get my sarcoma surgeon to remove it for about a year because it's been hurting, but he wouldn't remove it. So we went to a general surgeon in town who was going to remove it, and he did one last ultrasound to kind of get a good picture before surgery. And I got a call on Friday stating that he will not be able to do the surgery because this tumor has invaded the joint space in my hip. So that means it has grown a lot and fast, and it's going to be way more of an evasive procedure, or way more of an evasive tumor than we could have ever thought. And I've just been terrified, to be honest. I've been mentally preparing myself for a small surgery, and to make things worse, I got referred back up to that surgeon who refused to do this surgery in the first place, and it was a teeny tumor 5 months ago. So I get to go have a repeat MRI tomorrow and then see this surgeon to hopefully get surgery scheduled. If he won't do it, I don't know who will. And I've just been terrified. I've just been angry, sad, mad, scared, and terrified. But then this scripture that I kept on reading over and over in the lesson Wednesday stuck out in my head, and it keeps on sticking out in my head. And it says, Mosiah 7:19. Therefore lift up your heads and rejoice, and put your trust in God, in that God who was the God of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, and also that God who brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, and caused that they should walk through the Red Sea on dry ground, and fed them with manna that they may not perish in the wilderness, and many more things that he did for them. And that scripture just reminded me that God is a God of miracles. Like, I can imagine when Moses was freeing the people from Egypt and approached the Red Sea, he might have had some choice words pop into his head. He was a man of extreme faith, probably much more faith than I have. Well, way more faith than I have. He's a prophet. But I can imagine he was scared. But God made the impossible possible. He parted the Red Sea. When they were lost in the wilderness, manna fell from heaven. It rained bread. Like, he can make anything possible. And he can make miracles out of my seemingly impossible situation. He can have miracles come out of your seemingly impossible situations. Miracles didn't stop with, like, Moses, They didn't stop with the prophets of old. Miracles still happen today, and God is still with us, performing miracles every day. But like I've stated in weeks before, we have to trust him. We have to remember that two men can do anything if one of them is God, that he can part the Red Seas in our life if we have faith in him. So I challenge you this week, and mainly myself, as I head into my appointment tomorrow, terrified, that God performs miracles. Trust that. Trust him. And I guess always smile on. I'm not really sure how to end it, but if you could just throw a prayer for my appointment tomorrow, and just that I can have faith that God can be there, and that the surgeon won't fight about doing the surgery, we can just get it done, that'd be great. I'm going to go forward with this challenge that God can do miracles, and he will part my Red Sea. He will help me through this impossible situation, and I know he will help you with whatever challenge your life you're facing that seems too great. I'm grateful for the little promise I made myself to do these videos, made myself and you guys to do these videos every Sunday, because I'm getting a lot out of Come Follow Me, and this message that I thought wasn't going to be relevant, it was going to be boring, ended up being exactly what I needed. Trust God, have faith, keep my keep my appointment in your purse tomorrow. And as always, smile on.